DJI just released its new FPV quad, but do not crash it. And if you have already, you might not be flying it again for quite some time. Hi, I'm Ash from DroningON, and if you enjoy videos like this, as well as wanting to see lots more hands-on videos of the FPV quad when it arrives with me, then hit that subscribe button below. In the meantime, launch day saw a flood of videos from so many different YouTubers, but unfortunately we didn't just see quads flying around in one piece. We also saw some of the big names in the drone industry actually managing to break it. Search on YouTube for DJI FPV crash and you'll find a number of videos, starting with the excellent first one from We Talk UAV, and he's always the first with these excellent crash videos, so do go and have a look at his. But scrolling through, you'll see many more, even from Lidrib, who is one of the biggest FPV quadcopter pilots from, of course, Rotor Riot. Also, another big name that you'll see there, of course, is Joshua Bardwell. I believe he even managed to snap one of the arms off this new quad. Now, this is really important because when you're evaluating buying a new product, you want to know how durable it is, and especially if you've never flown a type of product like this before. Many of my viewers will be coming from GPS quads, which are easy to fly. They fly themselves, but you still manage to crash them, don't you? Now, this quad is going to be even more crashable because as soon as you switch it into manual mode, you're almost entirely on your own. And here lies the problem. On its launch, DJI have even marketed this as repairable by yourself, and they even ship the product with an Allen key so that you can actually take the thing apart to a point. However, glance through the DJI store and you will not see a number of parts that you will break if you own this drone and you manage to crash it. They even produced a lovely tutorial video showing you the parts, the layout, how to take the drone apart itself and how to replace some of them. But in that video, you'll notice that they only list the arm braces, the top shell, the gimbal camera, the front landing gear, and the prop guards. I mean, seriously, prop guards, 150 kilometers an hour with prop guards. The key parts that are missing from the DJI store and their tutorial are the obvious bits: the arms, the motors, plus even the insides such as the flight controller, the speed controllers, and the air unit, because ultimately crashing things generally affects the exterior of a drone. But at some point you're going to break things inside as well. You might land it in the sea and end up needing to replace everything inside. But glance through the DJI store and you won't see any of those components at this time. If we look historically at the rest of the Mavic range, you can't, for example, buy the spare arms for most of the modern Mavic drones from DJI. You have to go to a third party. They can take a long time to arrive, generally coming from China, and they're not necessarily always OEM. Most of the time they're cheaper made third-party products. For this product to truly be a success, DJI really do need to stock the full range of spare parts and ship them on their store so that people are able to repair this expensive product. Because if you crash it and snap off an arm right now, how are you going to get a replacement arm? Now, if you consider traditional FPV quads like this one here, a lovely 5-inch acro quad, and also this lovely little cine whoop here as well, if I break or snap anything on either of these, I can replace them within a day. However, with the DJI quad, almost everything on there is proprietary, even the props. I literally have a box of props, like a box of sweets, hundreds in there, because when you do bounce these things off the ground or crash them into a twig of death, you normally break or twist a prop and you want to replace it. But of course, with the DJI FPV quad, even the props are proprietary, so make sure you stock up on those, because if you break them, you're not going to be flying for some weeks until you wait for them to arrive. So I don't know why DJI are not stocking these in the store yet. Normally they list these products, but they'll be out of stock. But in this case, they're not even listed, and that says to me that they're probably not going to sell them. So if you do manage to break an arm, need a motor replacing because you've bent the bell of the motor, you're probably going to have to send it back to DJI or buy a third-party spare, which again can take time to arrive. For this to truly be a success, DJI need to up their game here and stock the full range of parts outside and inside. The only reason I can think that they're not doing this now is because they don't want people to build one from the ground up themselves, or they don't want people producing a DJI Frankenstein FPV quad made up of a mishmash of different bits. Either way, comment below with your thoughts on this, and let's hope that DJI change their approach. Give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you've crashed yours already. Sorry to hear it if you have. And of course, hit that subscribe button. Thanks very much for watching.